know that heavy feeling in your chest when you wake up, that dull, persistent ache behind your ribs, like something vital is missing. It's not just fatigue. It's not just stress. It's deeper than that. It's the quiet despair of knowing you were made for more, made to live with ease, to thrive, to experience joy without guilt, to have money flow to you effortlessly, not this endless cycle of scraping by, of counting every penny, of feeling like you're standing in quicksand, working harder each day just to stay in the same place. That weight isn't just in your mind. It's not a weakness. It's the soul's way of screaming at you. You are not living in your truth. It's the tightness in your throat when the electric bill arrives, the way your hands tremble when you check your bank account after a long month, the way you avoid opening that email from the credit card company because you already know what it says. You tell yourself it's just life, that everyone feels this way, that it's normal to feel like a hamster on a wheel, running faster, but never getting anywhere. But deep down you know the truth. This isn't normal. This isn't how you were meant to live. You've tried everything. You've picked up extra shifts. You've canceled subscriptions. You've sold things you loved just to make ends meet. You've prayed until your voice cracked. You've followed every manifestation guru, every self-help book, every TikTok trend, promising overnight wealth. You've visualized your dreams until your head spun. You've journaled your desires until the pages wore thin. You've even tried those cheap binaural beats on YouTube at 3 a.m. hoping for a miracle. And yet the money still slips through your fingers like. And you ask the universe for help, but the help never comes. Or if it does, it's never enough. It's always just enough to keep you going, never enough to break free. You start to wonder if you're cursed, if you were born unlucky, if the universe has turned its back on you forever. You begin to doubt yourself, to doubt your worth, to wonder if abundance is even possible for someone like you. But what if I told you the universe hasn't forgotten you? What if I told you the problem isn't out there in the world, in the economy, in your circumstances, but in here, in the silent, shrinking part of your mind that's supposed to be your direct line to abundance? What if the real issue isn't that the universe is being stingy, but that you've been locked out of the frequency where abundance lives? There's a tiny organ in your brain called the hippocampus. It's no bigger than your thumbnail, yet it holds the key to everything you desire. This organ is your God connection. It's the part of you that hears the voice of intuition, the quiet, unshakable knowing that opportunities are coming, that help is on the way, that money will find you when you're in the right state of mind. It's the part of you that feels the pull of synchronicity, the way the right person appears at the right time, the way a solution presents itself when you've given up hope. The hippocampus is your direct pipeline to the infinite. It's the organ that bridges the gap between your limited human mind and the unlimited abundance of the universe. But here's the hard truth: this organ is delicate. It wasn't built for the modern world. The hippocampus is designed for quiet forests and slow rivers, for the gentle hum of nature, for the rhythm of your breath when the world is still it's not made for traffic jams at 7 a.m., for deadlines crashing down like boulders, for the constant hum of bills piling up on the kitchen counter. When you're stressed, when you're in survival mode, when you're drowning in to-do lists, when you're replaying past failures in your mind, the hippocampus shrinks. It literally gets smaller. And when it does, the frequency of abundance becomes a language you can no longer understand. You start to feel like you're shouting into an empty room, like no matter how hard you try, no one is listening. You feel disconnected, not just from the universe, but from yourself. This isn't a spiritual failure. It's not bad karma. It's not your fault. It's biology. The deep reason you are going through this pain is specifically because of your shrunken hippocampus. That is the root cause. Every time you feel that weight in your chest, every time you check your bank account, and your stomach drops every time you wonder why success seems to slip through your fingers, no matter how hard you work, it's because your hippocampus has been starved, silenced, and shrunk by the relentless noise of the modern world. But here's the good news: this isn't permanent. The hippocampus is one of the few parts of your brain that can regenerate. Its neuroplastic. It can grow back. And when it does, everything changes. Now, to understand how we truly heal this, let me tell you something few people know. Powerful organizations like the CIA have studied frequencies that reawaken the hippocampus for decades. They knew that when this organ is dormant, people become predictable, controllable, stuck in cycles of lack. They knew that when it's awake, people receive sudden insights, opportunities appear out of nowhere, money flows in ways they never expected. They called these frequencies the key to reprogramming human behavior. And they were right. But here's the truth they didn't want you to know. You don't need their permission to use these frequencies. You don't need their approval to wake up your hippocampus. The knowledge is out there. The tools are waiting. All you have to do is reach for them. Let's talk about brainwaves, because this is where things get fascinating. Your entire reality is dictated by two primary brainwave states. The first is called beta. This is the frantic, fearful state most people live in every day. When you're in beta, your thoughts scatter like leaves in a storm. Your body is tense. Your intuition is silent. You feel like you're running on a hamster while working harder, but never getting ahead. This is the state of lack. This is the state of struggle. This is what I call the slave wave, because when you're trapped in beta, you're a slave to your circumstances. You're a slave to your bulls. You're a slave to your fears. You're a slave to the belief that money is hard to come by. And the tragic thing, you've been trapped in beta your whole life, not by choice, but by design. The modern world was built to keep you in survival mode, to keep you distracted, to keep you working, to keep you quiet, to keep you spending your energy on things that don't matter, all while the true source of abundance, your hippocampus, shrinks further and further into dormancy. The second brainwave state is theta, the billionaire brain wave. This is the calm, flowing state where where money finds you, where ideas come to you effortlessly, where people help you without you having to ask. When you're in theta, you feel light, you feel guided, you feel like the universe is conspiring in your favor. You wake up with a sense of ease, as if the day is unfolding exactly as it should. You receive unexpected checks in the mail. You get job offers you didn't apply for. You have conversations that lead to unexpected opportunities. You feel like you're in the flow. This is the natural state of abundance. This is where you were meant to live. But most people never experience it because their brains are trapped in beta, drowning in stress, in fear, in the relentless noise of modern life. So why are you stuck in beta? Why is your hippocampus shrinking? It's not because you're weak. It's not because you lack discipline. It's because of the noise of the world, the traffic, the news cycles designed to keep you anxious, the endless to-do lists, the voices of doubt in your head that whisper you'll never make it. But noise isn't just sound, it's energy. It's the energy of fear, of scarcity, of past failures that you keep replaying on loop in your mind. That energy doesn't just stay in your thoughts, it lodges itself in your cells. It creates energetic cords, threads that tie you to the past, to old debts, that feel like anchors to toxic relationships that drain your joy, to the belief that you are not enough, that abundance is for other people, that you have to struggle to deserve anything good. These energetic cords don't just weigh on your mind, they weigh on your hippocampus. They keep it dormant. They make it impossible for you to receive abundance. They turn your intuition into static. They make you feel like you're fighting an uphill battle no matter how hard you work. But here's the truth, these cords can be cut not with willpower, not with more prayer, not with another manifestation ritual, with sound. Specific frequencies have been used for centuries to reset the brain. They work by vibrating your hippocampus back to life. They dissolve the energetic cords that bind you to lack. They restore your natural state of theta, where money flows, where intuition is strong, where stress melts away like ice in sunlight. You don't need to meditate for hours. You don't need to chant in a cave for years. You need only 7 minutes of the right sound. 7 minutes to reopen the path to abundance, to cut the cords that have been draining you, to wake up your God organ. And remember your true power. This isn't a miracle. It's not some esoteric woo-woo concept. It's science. It's ancient wisdom. It's the key to everything you've been praying for. Your hippocampus is waiting. Your abundance is waiting. The sound wave is waiting. All you have to do is accept it. Let me give you a real-world example. Take Sarah, a single mother of 2 who worked 2 jobs just to keep food on the table. She followed all the rules, saved every penny, skipped meals so her kids could eat, worked late nights cleaning offices. She prayed every night for a breakthrough. But nothing changed. Then she stumbled upon a frequency designed to stimulate the hippocampus. She listened to it for just 7 minutes a day, but for bed within 3 weeks. She received a call from a former employer offering her a remote position with double her salary The money came in just as she needed it. No loans, no begging, no more scraping by. Her hippocampus had been dormant for years, buried under stress and survival mode. But when she gave it the right vibration, the right energy, it woke up. And with it, her life transformed. Or consider James, a freelance designer who had been stuck in feast or famine cycles for years. He'd get a big project, work tirelessly, and then burn out when the money ran out, no matter how hard he hustled. He couldn't break the cycle. Then he discovered theta frequencies. He started listening to them during his lunch break. Within a month, he received an unexpected referral from a past client, a project so lucrative it changed his financial trajectory. He didn't get it through hustle. He got it through alignment. His hippocampus had been so starved for theta that it couldn't even recognize opportunities when they appeared. But when he gave it the right vibration, his intuition sharpened. He started receiving insights instead of forcing outcomes. Money started flowing to him effortlessly. These aren't isolated cases. They are proof that when you restore your hippocampus, your entire reality shifts. The hippocampus isn't just a memory organ. It's your abundance organ. It's your intuition organ. It's your connection to the infinite. When it's dormant, you're cut off from the very source of your desires. When it's awake, everything changes. But how do you know if your hippocampus is shrunk? Here are some telltale signs. When you feel like you're constantly chasing money, but it never sticks. No matter how much you earn, it feels like it's gone before you can enjoy it. This isn't a money problem. It's a frequency problem. Your hippocampus is too dormant to hold onto abundance. Do you have brilliant ideas, but never follow through? You'll get a sudden burst of motivation, start a project, and then lose steam within days. This isn't laziness. It's your hippocampus being too weak to sustain momentum. 3. You feel disconnected from guidance. You pray for answers, but they never come. You ask for signs, but the universe feels silent. This isn't a lack of divine intervention. It's a blocked pipeline. Your hippocampus is the receiver. If it's shrunk, the signal can't come through, for you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. Even when things are going well, you brace for disaster. This isn't wisdom. It's trauma. Your hippocampus is stuck in survival mode, unable to access the safety of theta. 5. You feel like you're fighting an uphill battle. No matter how hard you work, you can't seem to get ahead. This isn't a lack of effort. It's a lack of alignment. Your brain waves are stuck in beta, where struggle is the default. If any of these resonate with you, your hippocampus is likely shrunk. The good news, it can grow back. And you don't need years of therapy or expensive retreats to do it. You just need 7 minutes a day of the right frequency. Now let's talk about how these frequencies work. Sound isn't just vibration. It's information. When you listen to a specific frequency, it resonates with your hippocampus, stimulating neurogenesis, the growth of new neurons. It also helps dissolve the energetic cords that tie you to lack. Think of it like tuning a radio. If you're stuck on a station playing static, you won't hear the music. But when you find the right frequency, the signal becomes clear. That's what these frequencies do for your brain. Some of the most powerful frequencies for hippocampus stimulation include 430 to Hz, known as the frequency of nature. It aligns your brain waves with the Earth's natural rhythm. It's been shown to reduce stress and promote deep relaxation. 528 Hz, called the DNA repair frequency. It's linked to miracles and transformation. It helps dissolve energetic blocks and restores harmony in the body. 639 Hz, the frequency of connection. It strengthens relationships, attracts opportunities, and enhances intuition. 741 Hz, the frequency of solutions. It clears emotional blocks and helps you see new paths forward. 850 to Hz, the frequency of awakening. It reconnects you to your higher self and opens the door to abundance. When you combine these frequencies in a specific sequence, they create a perfect storm for hippocampus regeneration. They don't just relax you, they rewire your brain. They don't just calm your mind, they activate your intuition. They don't just reduce stress, they restore your birthright of abundance. But here's the catch: not all frequencies are created equal. Cheap binaural beats on YouTube might give you a temporary buzz, but they won't regenerate your hippocampus. They won't cut your energetic cords. They won't shift your brain waves from beta to theta. Why? Because they lack intention. They lack precision. They lack the specific vibration that your hippocampus needs to wake up. That's why the frequencies I'm sharing with you are different. They're based on decades of research, some from ancient traditions, some from modern science, all designed to target the hippocampus directly. They're not just random tones, they are the exact frequencies used in advanced brainwave entrainment programs, the kind that government agencies and elite performers used to reprogram their minds. And the best part, you don't need to do anything except listen. No meditation, no visualization, no forcing, just 7 minutes a day. And your hippocampus will begin to regenerate your energetic cords, will dissolve your brain waves, will shift from beta to theta, and abundance will start flowing to you, not because you manifested it, but because you finally gave your brain the right signal to receive it. Let me share another example. Meet Lisa, a small business owner who had been struggling for years. She'd pour her heart into her work, but customers would come and go. She'd launch products that flopped. She'd feel like she was always one step behind. Then she started using a specific frequency sequence designed for hippocampus stimulation. Within weeks, her intuition sharpened. She started receiving insights about what her customers really wanted. She launched a product that sold out in hours. A local influencer featured her business. Orders started coming in faster than she could fulfill them. Lisa didn't get lucky. She didn't stumble into success. She simply restored her hippocampus, and with it, her connection to abundance. Or take Mark, a corporate employee who felt trapped in his job. He hated his commute. He dreaded his meetings. He lived paycheck to paycheck, despite his degree. Then he discovered theta frequencies. He started listening to them during his commute within a month. He received an unexpected job offer from a company that aligned with his values. The salary was 40% higher. The work was fulfilling, the stress melted away. Mark didn't change his resume. He didn't network more. He didn't hustle harder. He simply gave his hippocampus the right vibration. And the universe responded. These stories aren't magic. They're biology. They're physics. They're the result of giving your brain the exact signal it needs to shift out of survival mode and into abundance mode. Your hippocampus is your bridge to the infinite. When it's dormant, you're cut off from your true power. When it's awake, everything changes. So how do you get started? It's simple. One, find a high-quality frequency program. Not all frequencies are created equal. Look for one specifically designed to stimulate the hippocampus. It should combine the right frequencies: 430 to HC 528, HC 639, HC 741, HC and 850 to HC in a specific sequence to maximize regeneration. To listen for 7 minutes a day. Consistency is key. Your hippocampus needs time to regenerate. 7 minutes is the sweet spot, enough to stimulate growth without overwhelming your system. 3, let go of the need to force results. This isn't about doing more, it's about undoing the blocks that have been holding you back. Trust the process. The universe doesn't respond to hustle. It responds to alignment. For notice the shifts. As your hippocampus regrows, you'll start to feel lighter. Your intuition will sharpen. Opportunities will appear. Money will flow. You won't have to chase it anymore. It will chase you. 5, cut the energetic cords that bind you. Every time you feel for scarcity or doubt creeping in, use the frequency to dissolve those patterns. Your hippocampus doesn't just need to regenerate, it needs to be cleared of old programming. The modern world was built to keep you small, to keep you stressed, to keep you in beta, where you're predictable, controllable, and stuck. But you are not meant to live in survival mode. You are not meant to struggle. You are meant to thrive. And the key to that thriving is your hippocampus, the organ that bridges the gap between your limited human mind and the infinite abundance of the universe. Your hippocampus didn't shrink by accident. It shrank because of the noise of the world, the traffic, the news, the endless to-do lists, the voices of doubt in your head. But noise isn't just sound, it's energy. It's the energy of fear, of scarcity, of past failures that you keep replaying. That energy doesn't just stay in your mind. It lodges itself in your cells. It creates energetic cords, threads that tie you to the past, to old debts, to toxic relationships, to the belief that you are not enough. These cords drain your energy. They keep your hippocampus dormant. They make it impossible for you to receive abundance. But here's the truth. These cords can be cut, not with willpower, not with more prayer, with sound. The right frequencies vibrate at the exact frequency to dissolve these energetic blocks. They restore your natural state of theta, where money flows, where intuition is strong, where stress melts away like ice in sunlight. You don't need to meditate for hours. You don't need to chant. In a cave, you need only 7 minutes of the right sound. 7 minutes to reopen the path to abundance, to cut the cords that have been draining you, to wake up your God organ. And remember your true power. This isn't a miracle. It's science. It's ancient wisdom. It's the key to everything you've been praying for. Your hippocampus is waiting. Your abundance is waiting. The sound wave is waiting. All you have to do is accept it. Click the link in the description. Now reclaim your birthright, reclaim your ease, reclaim the life you were meant to live. The sound wave is waiting for you, and it will change everything.